Hello, fellow traveler, and welcome to the Hard Light Network. We're bringing you a brand new series to start this brand new year. But first, welcome back. I hope everyone had a great holiday season. It's a brand new year, guys, and we've got a lot of content that we're going to be getting into. Very excited for the coming year, 2024. We're bringing Honey Badger energy into this year, guys. Over the course of our short break during December, I came across a video by our fellow travelers over at Debunk File. They were talking about exploring the old internet, and they mentioned a site called WIBY. Now, this site is a search engine that sort of doubles as an aggregator for old websites, and it's got this really neat function where you can explore at a moment's notice by hitting Surprise Me. Before we get into that, though, I wanted to give you guys a little bit more information about WIBY. So here in the About section it says, why WIBY? In the early days of the web, pages were made primarily by hobbyists, academics, and computer-savvy people about subjects they were personally interested in. Later on, the web became saturated with commercial pages that overcrowded everything else. All of the personalized websites are hidden from among a pile of commercial pages. Google isn't great at finding them. Its focus is on finding answers to technical questions, and it works well. But finding things you don't know you wanted to know was the real joy of web surfing. That no longer happens. In addition, many pages today are created using bloated scripts that add slick cosmetic features in order to mask the lack of content available on them. Those pages contribute to the blandness of today's web. The WIBY search engine is building a web of pages as it was in the earlier days of the internet. In addition, WIBY helps vintage computers to continue browsing the web as pages indexed are more suitable for their performance. So guys, this is the cool thing about this whole website, and I encourage all of you to go check it out. It's wiby.me. And this site really taps into that whole archiving nostalgia. For those of you who've been following me since the beginning, you know that I've always wanted to incorporate some sort of archiving feature into the Hard Light Network. I love the idea of keeping old things new and fresh and keeping them alive by revisiting them. So, and again, big shout out to our friends over at Debunk File for sharing this website with us, because we're going to bring more traffic and more attention to these people over here at WIBY, because this is an open source engine where you can download all of the source code and you can republish it yourself. So this is really amazing. This is an incredible project. This is going to help increase the longevity of all of our projects on the internet in the far future. So I hope you guys are ready. We're going to get into WIBY and we're going to do some searches on this incredible engine, guys. So check this out. All right, guys, our first stop is the Movie Pit. And as you can see here, this site is 20 years old. It's incredible. It just turned 20. They've reviewed over 230 movies, fellas. And you can read all of the published reviews here on Reviews A to Z. So it's pretty cool stuff. Look at this. All the way from A to Z. You don't see stuff like this. This is unique. This is special. This is cool. This is something this was a passion project from somebody online. I hate that this website hasn't been kept up in over 2 decades, because there's something sad about that. But it's cool that it's here and that we get to check it out. Let's go find another site. All right, Tamagachi website. Look at this. It's so amazing, the background of the terrible JavaScript background. Oh my goodness gracious. Clash is so, like, the transparent overlay. There needs to be some sort of window. Maybe some of that commercial bloatware needs to come through just a little. But no, this is it. This is vintage. This is the vibe. This is going right into the vibe station. Tamagotchis. Oh, this is so hard to read. Tamagotchis were officially released on November 23rd, 1996 in Japan, and May 1st, 1997 for the rest of the world, and they were instantly a huge fad in the late 90s and early 2000s. I had the white and blue one when I was a kid, and I was extremely obsessed with it. I always brought it to school with me, and I had it confiscated from me several times in class. Ever since then, I have been fascinated with virtual pets, especially Tamagotchis. I love the designs of the toys, the cute characters, how addicting it can be to take care of one, and that the pet can change appearance depending on how well you take care of it. Around the time I turned 14, I developed the hobby of collecting Tamagotchis, Tamagotchi merch, and various other virtual pets. I, of course, started with the original Tamagotchis. The original Tamagotchis had 2 generations that had different creatures to take care of. Gen 1, blue and yellow. I based blue and yellow right at the top. Hell yeah. Your boy needs to get hold of this blue and yellow Tamagotchi. This is the only one. This one only came out in Europe. No, the blue and yellow Tamagotchi is exclusive to Europe. This one only came out in Europe, I believe, so it was pretty hard to get. I believe that I got this one from a friend a few years ago after he found one on the internet. I like to keep the most of the foreign ones in a box since they're harder to get than the ones that came out in America. If you guys want to check this out, it's at cybersparkle.neocities.org/OG Tamagotchi. All right, guys, let's look at another one. Let's check it out. I'd just like to interject for a moment. What you're referring to as Linux is in fact GNU/Linux, or as I have recently taken to calling it, GNU plus Linux. Linux is not an operating system unto itself, but rather another free component of a fully functioning GNU system made useful by the GNU core libs, shell utilities, and vital system components, comprising a full OS as designed by POSIX.
Many computer users run a modified version of the GNU system every day without realizing it, through a peculiar turn of events. The version of GNU, which is widely used today, is often called Linux.
Bro, guy created an entire website, an entire page for this one paragraph about GNU plus Linux. You love it, dude. Look at the wizard. Hold on, look at the technical wizard. This guy's a technical wizard right here. Look at him pointing at the laptop. All right, Merlin, we're gonna put you down. Let's go find another site. Gotta love this Star Wars fan site. Okay, theme music, please. Okay, you gotta imagine it in your head. No, my guy. Tim as Luke Skywalker. Tim is playing multiple roles. Paul is playing Princess Leia. Nan, all right, they got Nan playing Darth Vader, guys. Dan is Garth Vader. And Tiffany is the Emperor. Check out Yoda Nick over here. Jabba the Hutt, my guy. Oh my goodness, look at this freaking site. What an incredible freaking homage. imitationpickles.org/Star Wars, guys. All right. Let's find another one, guys. So a lot of this stuff is really cool and interesting. It's so fun. This really is stuff that you can't find anywhere else. And I wouldn't even know how to look up half this stuff. This is the best feature here, the Surprise Me feature. It's amazing because you can just click right on it and you're instantly in. Check out WIBY, guys, I'm telling you. Never send a human to do a machine's job. Imagine a world in which everything you know, everything you hold as being sacred, is really nothing more than a computer-generated dream world. You are really a slave to a computer system run by an artificial intelligence, which has more or less taken over actual reality. Gotta love the Matrix fan site. We're all about the Matrix fandom, guys. Based Karen Stevens. We appreciate you, Karen Stevens. Guys, we're getting into the weird stuff. In search of the red demon, yo. Under an orange moon, Jackie and I are 75 feet deep in the Sea of Cortez, waiting for demons to appear. As we search the black water below our camera lights, a green glow begins to move toward us. Bioluminescence is signaling the approach of a shoal of giant Humboldt squid rising to investigate us. There's no doubt they're hungry. Incredible. Look at these. Look at the squid archive. Armor is the only way to survive the dive, guys. It's the Humboldt squid. Ooh, it inked. It inked on this. On his feet. Look at based Scott Cassell over here. He looks more like an astronaut than a freaking diver. He's not a diver, Captain. That's an astronaut. Freaking Buzz Lightyear looking. Very cool. Very cool. You know, I didn't expect to learn anything about squids, which is, again, I wouldn't have looked up the Humboldt squid. I wouldn't have looked it up. I wouldn't have known. That's the other thing, is that these sites are not beholden to the writing conventions from these corporate entities like Facebook, Google, YouTube, all this stuff. So all of the personality comes through. All of their unique little elements to their interests and stuff, their writing style, it's pretty amazing. You get some stuff that it's like, it looks like it was written by a 16-year-old. But, it's unique, it's special. And what's incredible is that this person, regardless of their age or where they're at or their culture or whatever, they were able to come to the internet and create a unique space for them to inhabit and fill with a piece of them. And that's just so sick. And we can explore that. We can explore that right now. This is now an archive site with tons of stuff to have fun with. When you're stressed or just need a break from the everyday duties of life, you can float around here for hours. This site was launched at a time when there wasn't many software website building options and technology was very much in its infancy stages. So the best explanation is like a page canvas with an artist at work. If you get lost, just come back to the beginning, the main page here, and retrace your steps. You can spend days here and still not see everything. But what an adventure. Have fun and enjoy the treasures you will find. Going forward, we will be launching totallycool.org, which will continue as the official editorial authority, and a Total Cool video site, which will feature many of the TV segments we have collected. Okay, I can't read. It's the stuff is overlapping. Stay tuned if you want to see some of the videos of things we have done you can do for that. Check it out. It's totally cool. So we're going to look at some of this stuff. If you cannot tell the truth about yourself, you cannot tell it about other people. A liar's a liar. A liar's a liar's a liar. Liar, liar. Pants on fire, guys. I'm kind of scared to go like too deep, but what's we will miss you. Okay. Yep. I was right. You can't go too deep. Not on this website. Okay. We got to get out of here, guys. Peter Norrig, Director of Research at Google. Peter, email peter@norvig.com, pnorvig at google.com. What? Guys, we just found Peter Norvig's personal directory. How sick is that? World's longest palindrome. Teach yourself programming in 10 years. Paradigms of AI programming. Book with code. Interesting. Design patterns in dynamic languages. AI, a modern approach. Paradigms of AI programming. Open source software. So guys, if you want to check out Peter Norvig's personal directory, it's right here. This site is about the Bachelor Brook Bridge replacement project. This bridge on Route 47 in South Hadley, Massachusetts started in 2002. The project finally came together in 2008. The old bridge was dated to 1931. It lasted 77 years without failure. I realize that new structures, tunnels, bridges, whatever, are sexy projects, for lack of a better term. It took an immense amount of cash to replace that bridge after it failed, to say nothing of the lives. I admit that part of the approximate cause of failure was active maintenance. That was caused by poor ongoing maintenance efforts over the last 4 decades that bridge served. Adding to the load on the bridge without reinforcing the structure was clearly the wrong thing to do. Hopefully we'll learn from this. Or the dead died for nothing at all. What an amazing and interesting insight into these people's lives. This is, again, like they said, this isn't something that you would normally talk about or think about on a day-to-day basis, but then, you know, when it really affects you, this is how it lives on and people know. And this lesson that they learned it didn't stay here. It wasn't confined to their personal experience. That lesson was shared here for everyone else to experience and learn. And we're all learning it right now. Bubbas Arena, Dish and Quake, maps and editing. Oh my goodness gracious. These are Quake maps. These are some dude's Quake maps. What a cool thing. The Red Pill. Why does the Red Pill map have the disco floor? Why does the Red Pill map got the freaking Third Reich meeting area chamber? Gotta get out of here, guys. We gotta get out of Bubbas Arena. We took a wrong turn and ended up in Bubbas Arena. Guys, these pictures were rendered with the program Vista Pro. Wow, the Mandelbrot set, a Mandelbrot set Vista. Fractal without clouds. Very cool. Jeez Louise, this is some interesting stuff. And this is like old school tech. Wow, man. This stuff looks so interesting. It looks just like Minecraft today. These are beautiful pictures. Wow, look at this one. That's incredible. We're always popping off with the AI. It's always been around 90s level. Welcome to Zincland. This website is from 1999. It's Welcome to Zincland. Oh, what is this site? Life in Japan. Oh, my guy. Got his blog. This is our homie. This is Zinc of Zincland. Living it up in Japan. Tensors. The seed of the idea for what are tensors occurred whilst watching the Matrix trilogy. I think everyone has their own pet peeve for the weak justification used for the existence of the Matrix. Personally, it is the pure stupidity of using humans as a power source of heat energy. The only waste of a truly advanced civilization is heat. If you can make the nutrients the humans need to consume, you can just burn them for energy directly without bothering to send them through a human first. Following the logic through, I wondered what would happen if humans had won the war. The result, what are tensors? A dystopian future in which vast arrays of microchips are run, not perform any usual computation, but merely to generate heat to power the generators humans need to create their foodstuffs. Parenthetically, this also suggests my own old explanation to justify the original Matrix. Humans just think that they are used as an energy source. They are actually being used as a computation resource. Interesting. So this guy, he knows the secrets of the Matrix. Go to Zincland to find the true secrets of the Matrix. How could you not spend hours and hours of your day just trolling through this? Travels with Samantha, guys. Samantha's taking us on a journey. Where's this Samantha? Montana, the mountains of Montana. I drove to Logan Pass on Going to the Sun Road, named after the tallest nearby peaks. The Going to the Sun named dated back to the Indian times, but in view of a heavy cloud, I felt that the name had been chosen as a personal torment for me. Heavy snow had kept the road closed until just a few days before, when I was opened by dynamiting a 60-foot snowdrift. Apollo 11! We have reached the Apollo 11 site mission. I'm going to come over here so you guys can see more of this stuff. We'll flip it. Buzz Aldrin, guys. On July 20th, 1969, the human race accomplished its single greatest technological achievement of all time, when a human first set foot on another celestial body. 6 hours after landing at 4:17 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, with less than 30 seconds of fuel remaining, Neil A. Armstrong took the small step into our greater future when he stepped off the lunar module named Eagle onto the surface of the moon, from which he could look up and see the Earth in the heavens as no one had done before him. He was shortly joined by Buzz Aldrin, and the two astronauts spent 21 hours on the lunar surface and returned 46 pounds of lunar rocks. After their historic walk on the moon, they successfully docked with the command module Columbia, in which Michael Collins was patiently orbiting the cold but no longer lifeless moon. Welcome to Frogland, baby! This is what it's all about. This is why we're here. This is the whole reason why we even got on WIBY. Mission accomplished. We've made it to Frogland. We're here. It's all about frogs.org, guys. Sachmo. He's an ornate horned frog, fellas. The frog of the month, guys. Frogs in the news, baby. Lego frog dissection. What? Heavyweight toad champ. Agatha. And he sits on a toy scale. What an incredible thing. Frog art gallery, baby. I can't even be mad about... Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my rectum gal. Rave world. You're surrounded by blinking lights, lasers, and half-naked boys and girls. There are more narcotics at a rave than in 1,000 pharmacies. But nevertheless, some raver babies just go to raves to enjoy the seed. SimplicityBoats.com, fellas. Check out Simplicity Boats. This site is my attempt to offer some inspiration and information for what is a handful of amateurs who most encouraged me to take the plunge and build my first boat. If you've been toying with the idea of building a boat, don't wait. Music and boats share a lot of parallels for me, it seems. I recall after getting into music as a kid, I began to play guitar and write songs, yet I was very uninspired by the popular music of the time. Then I went to my first folk festival in Boone, North Carolina, and was surrounded by dulcimers and banjos and hammered dulcimers, and music that had been made up and sung and passed along for hundreds of years, and it changed my life. I began making music and building musical instruments for the next 20-ish years. Similarly, my first wooden boat festival was a balm to my fiberglass tortured soul. Same kind of feeling of coming home. Our culture has this nasty habit of taking many of the activities of life that used to be participated in regularly by everyday folks and turning them into spectator sports. You are either a musician or you are the audience. We do the same with sports, humor, dancing, storytelling, and lately I've come to see boating embodies the same dynamics. There was a time, I'm told, in communities in proximity to water, that it was not so uncommon for ordinary folks to fasten some planks together and make a skiff and get out on the water. Nothing pleases me more than to see people overcome this cultural programming and pick up an instrument and start playing music or writing songs, or better yet, borrow some tools and make an instrument and learn to play it, or boat and learn to sail it. A more hands-on approach to life results in more interested, interesting, and fulfilled human beings with all that implies to a community. So get your hands dirty, just build it. What an amazing message. What an incredible message that I didn't think I would find at the bottom of a Simplicity in Boating website. I would never even look up a boating website, first of all, guys. So I'm thankful that WIBY took us there, because that's a hardcore message. That's such a good message for the channel, for you guys. This project aims to research the psychosociology of a modern secret society called Ordo Templi Orientis, the Sasquatch Genome Project. Jack Spratt's Vietnam experience, a perfect cup of hot tea. We got working goats. This is no ordinary chair, guys. This is the seat from my old 1984 Pontiac Sunbird Turbo SE. Should I download the forbidden Adobe Flash Player, guys? Odyssey. Legend of the Nemesis. Secrets of the Stomapod, an underwater research adventure. I am your soul. We gotta get out of here. The 90s. Welcome to Blood.
Level 1. Level 2. Say it. You are. You are correct. Level 3. You are correct.
That's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you appreciated watching, and there was so much cool stuff to find on WIBY, and I hope you guys check it out for yourselves. I'm really excited to get back into it, and we've got a lot more videos coming on this specific topic in the future, more sites on the deep web, more deep dives into specific topics. We're going to be looking at all sorts of old archived websites and having a great time doing it. There's so much more to investigate. There's so many more areas to look, and we're going to do more videos in the future going in depth on different subjects throughout the archives that we find on WIBY. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like, and until next time, love you guys. Safe travels.